In the shadowy corners of Norse mythology, a prophecy was whispered, a tale of a beast so powerful it would one day bring about the twilight of the gods. This is the story of Fenrir, the great wolf, whose fate was intertwined with the very threads of Asgard itself. Born to the trickster god Loki and the giantess Angrboda, Fenrir was no ordinary pup. Alongside his siblings, the serpent Jormungandr and the death goddess Hel, he carried an aura of untamed chaos. From the moment he first opened his eyes, a shiver ran through the golden halls of Asgard. Odin, the Allfather, gazed into the future and saw a terrifying vision, a colossal wolf standing over his own demise. Fear, cold and sharp, began to grip the hearts of the Aesir. They brought the young wolf to Asgard, hoping to control what they could not understand. But Fenrir's growth was monstrous, unnatural. Each day he doubled in size, his muscles coiling like immense ropes of steel, his teeth sharpening into daggers of ivory. The playful games of his youth soon turned into displays of terrifying strength. The gods watched, their initial caution turning into outright panic. This creature, once a mere curiosity, was fast becoming a threat they could no longer ignore. Their first attempt to restrain him was a mighty chain named Leading. "Come, Fenrir," they coaxed, "test your legendary strength." Against this, Fenrir, proud and unsuspecting, simply flexed his powerful shoulders, and the iron links shattered like glass. The gods exchanged nervous glances. They forged a second chain, Drami, twice as strong. Again, they challenged the wolf, and again, with a single, powerful surge, Fenrir broke free, the metal links scattering across the ground. Now, true terror set in. What earthly chain could possibly hold such a being? Desperate, Odin sent a messenger to the dwarven realm of Svartalfheim. The master craftsmen there were tasked with creating an unbreakable bond. The dwarves worked their strange magic, forging a ribbon, not of metal, but of the impossible. The sound of a cat's footfall, the beard of a woman, the roots of a mountain, the sinews of a bear, the breath of a fish, and the spittle of a bird. They called it Gleipnir. It was as soft as silk and deceptively light. When the gods presented Gleipnir to Fenrir, the great wolf grew suspicious. "Why is this ribbon so thin?" he growled, his golden eyes narrowed. "There is no honor in breaking such a flimsy band." I sensed deceit. To allay his fears, the gods promised that, if he could not break it, they would release him. Fenrir scoffed, "And if I can't break free, will you just leave me tied? I won't be bound by this trick unless one of you places your hand in my mouth." As a pledge of your good faith, a heavy silence fell upon the gods. None dared to meet the wolf's gaze. None except one, Tyr, the god of war and justice, stepped forward with grim determination. He placed his right hand between Fenrir's massive jaws. The gods quickly bound the wolf with Gleipnir. Fenrir struggled, heaved, and strained with all his cataclysmic might, but the silken ribbon only tightened. The more he fought, the stronger it became. A triumphant laugh erupted from the gods, but it died in their throats as they heard a sickening crunch. Fenrir, realizing the depth of their betrayal, snapped his jaws shut, severing Tyr's hand. A howl of pure rage and agony echoed through the realms, a promise of vengeance that would simmer for ages. They chained him to a great rock on a desolate island, jamming a sword in his jaws to silence his roars. There he remained, bound and furious, as centuries turned to millennia, his hatred growing with each passing moment. But destiny cannot be chained forever. The prophecy of Ragnarok, the final, world-shattering battle, came to pass. The skies cracked, the earth shuddered, and in the ensuing chaos, Gleipnir snapped. Fenrir was free, a living engine of destruction. He charged onto the battlefield, his lower jaw scraping the earth, his upper jaw tearing at the sky, devouring everything in his path. His eyes, burning with ancient fury, found their target, Odin, the Allfather, mounted on his 8-legged steed Sleipnir, charged to meet his doom. The battle was fierce but tragically short. The great wolf, the embodiment of the gods' fear, lunged and fulfilled the prophecy, swallowing Odin whole. Yet, the story doesn't end there. Vidar, Odin's silent son, born for this very moment of vengeance, leaped forward, planting one foot on Fenrir's lower jaw and grabbing the upper with his bare hands. He tore the great beast asunder, ending the wolf's devastating rampage. Fenrir's saga is a stark reminder that fear can create the very monsters we dread. It's a tragic tale of destiny, betrayal, and the catastrophic price of breaking a promise. The gods sealed their own doom not by fighting a monster, but by creating one. Thank you for journeying with us into this epic myth. If you love exploring the greatest stories ever told, make sure to subscribe to the Everything Box. We'll see you in the next one.